With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. At their own 7-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
You always worried about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. You gonna take. You gotta take. You got it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And, Charles, this defense may be excited, you'd have to think, at the prospect of facing a team working on a 3-game losing streak.
But their head coach, he really kind of poured water on that in his weekly press conference, and I would say the water was cold there, partner. He told everybody, listen, everybody's a threat. We can't take our eyes off the prize for 1 minute in this league. And I know everyone watching him say it, they may not have believed it, but no one challenged him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvon Ahmed with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Oh, he shifts past him. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Got an open man, it's Scott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 2. Jackson now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. But
to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Ravens have got it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Tua. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Bowman. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, they didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 26-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming after you. Report. Mike 51.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
31's the mic. It's our time. No. 31's the mic. Man, I got you.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, report.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Now it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
31's the mic. He don't know no better. 31's the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Balaj. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Balaj. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Got an open man. It's Scott. That catch good for only a couple.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Single slot. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Balaj. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what? Put up that